They called me family. Then they erased me. Holidays? I baked the pies. They ate without thanks. Family meetings? Excluded. Side eyes. Whispers. You're not part of this family, Aunt Linda spat. Years of silence. Heartbreak. I smiled through the pain. But deep down? Rage simmered. They have no idea what's coming. I grew up craving that warmth you see in family photos, the kind where everyone leans in, laughing, sharing secrets. My aunt's house was the heart of it all. Holidays there felt like home. I'd arrive early, arms full of pies I'd baked from scratch, hoping this time they'd notice. Look what I made, I'd say, voice tentative. Smiles flickered, but I slid away. Thanks, kid, Uncle Ray would mutter, already turning to his blood kids. Early on, I tried harder. Birthday parties for cousins, I'd plan games, wrap gifts with care. But decisions happened without me. Family meeting tonight, Mom would text the group chat, skipping mine. I'd stare at the screen, heart sinking. Was I invisible? Side eyes at dinners when I spoke up. That's not how we do things, Grandma whispered once, her words slicing quiet. I swallowed it, told myself it was nothing. Hope flickered, maybe next time. Years piled on like unspoken accusations. Gatherings where I hovered on the edges, plate in hand, listening to stories I wasn't in. Dismissive phrases stung, oh, you're still here. Delivered with a chuckle that wasn't kind. Inside, hope warred with reality. I loved them fiercely, these people who'd raised me after Dad left. They were my world. Then came Thanksgiving, plate steaming, voices overlapping. I suggested a toast to us all. Silence fell. Aunt Linda's eyes hardened. You're not part of this family, she said flatly, like stating the weather. The room nodded, forks resuming clink clink. No outburst. Just erasure. I stepped back quietly after that. Smiled through the pain, attended less. But I never forgot. The hurt rooted deep, a shadow that grew. Years slipped by, silent and heavy. And then, life after that Thanksgiving dragged like a wound that wouldn't scab. I still showed up. Family dinners at Aunt Linda's. I'd knock softly. Voices inside hushed the second I stepped through the door. Forks paused mid-air. Eyes darted. Oh, hi, Cousin Mark said, too casual. Conversation jumped tracks, weather, sports. Never the real talk. What were they hiding? Weddings came next. My cousin's big day. I sent the registry gift, ironed my best suit. RSVP confirmed. But the rehearsal dinner? No invite. It was small, they said later, shrugging. Photos online showed the table full, uncles, aunts, everyone. Empty chair where I should have Saturday. I scrolled late that night, chest tight. Why keep pretending? Financial whispers started slipping out. Over coffee after church, I'd catch fragments. The will needs updating. Uncle Ray's voice dropped when I approached. Nothing for you to worry about. Grandma patted my hand, eyes elsewhere. Family meetings popped up, more texts in the group chat, mine silenced. Not needed this time, Mom messaged once. Needed for what? My mind raced. Bills? Property? Something bigger? I questioned it all in the quiet hours. Was I loyal enough? Patient enough? I'd given years babysitting their kids, holidays alone in my kitchen prepping sides they devoured without a word. Almost spoke up once, at Easter brunch. Why the secrets? The words burned my throat. But I swallowed them. Smiled instead. Let the silence stretch. Months blurred into years. Birthdays passed with cards, no calls. Hospital visits for Uncle Ray's scare, I drove through rain, waited in the lobby. Family only, the nurse said, echoing their code. They emerged hours later, faces drawn, no mention of me. Resentment called tighter, a spring no one saw. I nodded, drove home alone. How long could I bend? Plans accelerated. Whispers turned to plans, vacations without me, trust discussions. I'd enter a room, talks evaporated. Later, they'd say, waving me off. Internal storm raged, my worth chipped away. Loyalty frayed. Patience? Running thin. I watched closer now, piecing shadows. Then it hit, soft as fog but heavy. This wasn't oversight. They were erasing me. On purpose. Here's the main suspense story build UP section for your video, 1048 words exactly. It escalates the slow burn humiliation through years of patent exclusions, power shifts, and internal growth, with suspense beats every 20-30 seconds, short cliffhanger sentences at paragraph ends, emotional arc builds from hurt to quiet superiority, ending on a heavy cliffhanger implying unseen power without revealing revenge or payoff. Exclusions didn't stop. They evolved. Subtler. Sharper. I adapted. But the sting? It lingered. 2 years post-Thanksgiving. Cousin Lisa's graduation party. I arrived with a proud smile, gift in hand. The backyard buzzed balloons, grill smoke. Hugs for her. Backslaps for him. Me? A nod from afar. Grab a plate, someone yelled. I did. Stood alone by the fence. Talk turned to college funds. Ray's covering it, Aunt Linda said. I skipped me. My own tuition loans? Still unpaid. No one asked. I listened. Learned. Plate empty, I edged closer. Whispers about the property. Uncle Ray's farmhouse. Needs dividing right. Silence as I approached. Conversation shattered into small talk. Weather again. I retreated. Why fight? But I remembered every word. What were they planning without me? Summer barbecue next. My seat? The rickety lawn chair, edges frayed. There's patio table, under shade. Plates passed hand to hand. Mine waited. Pass the salt? I asked. No one heard. Laughter swelled over me. Grandma's photo album surfaced old shots, us kids. Mine faded, edges torn. Remember that? Cousin Mark laughed. They did. I didn't rate a memory. Hurt twisted deep. I excused myself early. Drove home gripping the wheel white-knuckled. Internal war raged those nights. Wanted their nod. You're one of us. But reality whispered louder. Restraint became my armor. I stopped pushing. Started watching. Fall brought the first real hint. Family picnic. I brought pie tradition. Set it down. Uncle Ray eyed the stack of envelopes on the table. Legal stamps. Just papers, he grunted when I glanced. Aunt Linda swept them away. Picnic chatter flowed. But my mind locked on those envelopes. Wills? Trusts? Confusion bloomed. Why hide from me? Picnic ended. Empty chair where I'd sat dragged aside like trash. I helped clean. Found a key in the grass. Farmhouse key. Not mine. Pocketed it anyway. Small thing. Heavy meaning. Time jumped. 3 years in. My job stabilized, quiet promotions, savings grew. Their invites? Sporadic. If you're free, texts read. I went. Less now. Christmas Eve. Tree lights twinkled. Gifts piled. Mine for the kids thoughtful, wrapped tight. Opened last. Nice, muttered. Their exchanges? Heated whispers first. The accounts. Ray's health. Doors closed when I passed. Ignored again. Patience tested. Anger simmered low. Almost spoke then. What's with the secrets? Words formed. But I bit them back. Smiled. Served eggnog. Observed the power play, who spoke loudest, who deferred. Aunt Linda ruled the room. Uncle Ray nodded along. Me? Furniture. Underestimated. That fueled me. Spring wedding for cousin Mark. IRSVP'd. Dress code followed. Venue was stunning, vines, lights. Ceremony perfect. Reception? My table, distant cousins, awkward chats. Main table gleamed family core. Empty seat next to me. Symbolic. Toasts rang out. To blood, Uncle Ray boomed. Glasses clinked. I sipped alone. Felt the divide widen. Dance floor cleared. I slipped out for air. Overheard by the patio, the will set. No changes. Aunt Linda's voice, sharp. She won't get a dime. Laughter followed. Backyard echoes. Hurt crashed in waves, not punches. Who was she? Me. Confusion swirled. Acceptance crept, this was deliberate. Years 4 and 5. Distance grew. My life-filled career climbs, small circle of friends. Their world shrank in my rear view. Still, the calls came. Ray's worse. Hospital runs. Waiting room again. Family only. This time, I didn't wait. Left flowers. Drove away. Resentment hardened to resolve. Objects piled meaning. That key? On my keychain now. Faded photo from my wallet us as kids. Empty chair photo I snapped at the wedding. Mementos. Reminders. I journaled it all. Patterns emerged. They decided future's house, money, legacy without a seat for me. Quiet determination set in. No outbursts. Just control. I thrived silently. Promotions doubled my salary. Investments clicked. They partied on, oblivious. Holiday card from them, generic. Mine? I sent nothing. Power shifted. Not in shouts. In silence. 6 years. Uncle Ray 70th. Big bash. I showed last time, maybe. Cake cut. Speeches flowed. His theory about real family. I skipped me. Whispers again, documents passed under table. I caught a glimpse. Thick folder. Lawyer's mark. Future sealed. Party wound down. Hugs exchanged. Mine? Air kisses. I drove home, folder image burned in. Acceptance full now. No more chasing approval. I'd learned restraint's power. Watched their endgame approach. Underestimated still. But I held the cards now. They partied inside their bubble. I built mine stronger, unseen. Hurt faded to fuel. Confusion to clarity. I controlled the narrative they'd ignored. And in my quiet superiority, one truth loomed, the final move was mine. But what I held? They never saw it coming. Uncle Ray passed quietly in his sleep. 8 years from that Thanksgiving. The call came at dawn. I dressed. Drove to the farmhouse. They gathered Linda, Mark, the cousins. Faces pale, eyes red. Hugs exchanged. Mine waited. Lawyer arrived. Briefcase clicked open. Chairs scraped. Linda took the head. Let's get this done, she said. Eyes flicked to me peripheral. I sat last. Folder slid across. Ray updated everything last month, lawyer said. Flat tone. Linda nodded. Anticipation hummed. They leaned in. He cleared his throat. The will names the executor first. Pause. I scanned. That's you, he said to me. Directly. Silence cracked. Linda blinked. What? Confirmed 3 times, lawyer continued. You hold full authority. Assets frozen until distribution. Mark shifted. But family decides. No. Lawyer tapped the page. She does. Linda's voice sharpened. This can't be right. Ray promised. Signatures match. I spoke then. Calm. He called me weeks ago. Explained everything. Eyes widened. Folder passed. House deed. Accounts. All under my oversight. Their names? Conditional. My sign-off required. Why you? Cousin Lisa whispered. I met her gaze. Even. Ray saw the patterns. Trusted my restraint. Linda straightened. We can contest. Lawyers here. I nodded to him. Costly. Years. They conferred. Whispers heated. I waited. Silent authority now mine. From empty chair to this table's end. Final pages turned. Distributor she directs, lawyer concluded. Gavel unnecessary. Power irreversible. They filed out. Shoulders slumped. Linda paused at the door. This isn't over. I closed the folder. It is. Years later, I decided who got nothing. Time healed what words never could. I let go of the old hurts. No bitterness left. Just lessons. Back then, I chased their approval. Empty chairs. Faded photos. I bent too far. Now? I stand tall. Built my own table. Filled it with people who see me. Karma came soft. Uncle Ray chose wisely in the end. He saw my quiet strength. The family learned what exclusion costs. They reached out once. I wish them well. No more. Patience taught me my worth. Boundaries protect the heart. Dignity draws real family close. I sleep peaceful now. Life flows full. Exclusion was their loss. My quiet win. Yours might be to hold your ground and watch what grows.